whakarongo ki te tangi a te korimako. Kōrero flowing out the hook of force. Kaupapa relevant, kaupapa out of bounds, kaupapa exigent, kaupapa paramount. Nā ko nā whakapiri mai ki te kaupapa tino whakahira hira whakarongo pi kari kari mai. Hare hare mai, o Taringa hare hare mai. We gotta gather up close everybody, gather up close everybody. Kani move that body, kani move that body.
E ngā kāwai nui, e ngā kāwai roa, o nunui mā, o roroa, nau mai, hoki mai, anei kia Taringa, e mihi atu nei kia koutou, i te rūma hou, i roto i te pokapū o Taringa, kiko nei ki te wānanga o te roa, i te pīki taone, pīki auahi o Te Awamutu, Busting Metropolis, coming at you, tēnā koutou, and you can see, he manihiri i konei, no reira, e mihi ana kia kōrua pio, kōrua ko Nix, tēnā kōrua, nei mai ki Taringa o tira ki te wānanga o te roa. Lovely to have you both here with us on the show today. And I just want to say, and tēnā kōrua e homa.
Oh, tēnā
Kei mahu e te mihi kia kōrua.
Tēnā tātou.
E ki. Tēnā kōrua, tēnā tātou. And isn't it great that we're here? This is the first gig we've had in our new whare.
Yeah.
Right.
I tēnei rā.
With our
good
very
manuhiri.
special guest.
We
can feel it. We can feel it. This is cool.
It's the way to
In fact, this is very cool.
cool.
Tino
Cool.
pai.
You're cool.
Tino pai.
You're
Yeah.
cool.
It's just adding to the coolness. It's adding to the coolness.
It's like a fridge.
Hey,
It's so cool.
Yes.
It is. It's just the cool. It's the wairu o te kūtanga.
The cool
Pina pia
tanga.
te kōrero. So, e pio ka tuku ki a koe, ka tuku te rākau ki a koe kōrero mai ki te iwi, o kei te moe o rā te kōwai koe, engari nōwhia koe.
Kia ora rā koutou whānau. E te whānau.
Tēnā koe.
ora
E
mai.
te whānau. Me tika te haere. I te taha o tōku pāpā no Ngāti Haua ki te nota.
Ui.
Haraki wai ki te nota, no whangāpē, i te taho tōku māma no Panguru miti e nā takiwā, engari e tupu mai au i rote i Waipareira. So yeah, we live out in the Henderson Valley. My wife, luckiest woman in New Zealand. Sometimes I forget. But yeah, from the north, love, I don't know, it's just being Māori, for me, it's been my best qualification.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Yeah. And I don't say this with arrogance, I say it with pride.
Kia ora.
Yeah. So that's me. And, doing a bit of stuff on the telly and hanging out and, and really grateful to be here with this kaupapa. And I put the word out to my new adopted daughter, niece, whatever, Nix. Because I'm getting old now. She's, I can't say, she is, I could be her grandfather, which I hate. But tēnā koe. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koe.
Tēnā koe. Interesting to hear about Ngāti Haua and the
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ngāti Haua down here have already settled, so you don't need to worry about any Waitangi trope.
Is there a template that we could borrow? I think the first one is the ability to communicate.
That's a big one now.
That's another episode.
Yeah. Rau Ngāti Haua, that's us.
Tēnā koe. And over to you, Nix. Tēnā koe. Welcome to Taringa.
Thank you. So my name is Nicola Adams. I'm from Ahipara. I'm a mother of 4 and I'm just all over the place. I'm not too sure where to start. I do a lot of my mahi online, utilising social media.
What's your handle on the gram?
CWK.
CWK.
Yeah, all day.
CWK all day.
Courage, wisdom, knowledge.
Wow.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
So did you know that? Us
Wow,
youngies all know that.
grandfather.
Instagram too. It's another thing on your phone.
Hey, don't stop it. He's from up north too. Tangata whakahihi.
But yeah, I just do a lot of mahi. I have quite a large reach, so I'm just trying to find ways to utilise that privilege to be able to help a lot of people. So I do campaigns. I've just finished a campaign about Let Me Speak about sexual abuse, just raising awareness, educating and things like that. And yeah, also doing bit of TV with Pio, and that's amazing. He really is like a mentor, a really good one.
Did you hear that?
Hard out.
Nā koe.
She's never said that before.
And it just makes that whole transition for me, because there was nothing that I was thinking about. I wasn't thinking about TV, but he's just made that whole transition so much easier for me. So, and then to be able to come on board with kaupapa like this that has substance behind it is important. It's just a privilege, yeah. And
now
also
you're
a privilege to be here too.
Yeah. Now you're doing podcasts.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
So-
tēnā kōrua. I just want to, gee.
I know.
Yeah.
Because usually, you're like this.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know, so, I know a lot of our listeners and those watching us, we've seen you in a different light, and you too, hoa.
Yeah.
You're a trailblazer, I roto I te inga mai pāpāho, kanohi mo te ao Māori I roto I o mai, katoa nore, e tino mihi ana
You're like
mātai
one of the
ki kōrua.
OGs.
Tēnei
Hard
rā.
out.
The OGs over...
I was watching something on
Overly
Māori
generous.
television.
Which?
Originals.
Original.
Oh, yeah. You need to do some work on your spelling. There's more letters in that word.
I didn't make up that, okay?
That's
Thank
what it
you.
is, yeah,
Yeah.
OGs.
Yeah.
Me whakarongo pi kari kari.
Well, one OG thing of Taringa is our kiwaha section, so kei awai tā tātou kiwaha I tēnei rā. Koma?
Me. Tauana.
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 And how tō whakamārama mo te tauana?
I don't actually know. I've just seen it used a lot on Facebook lately.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked you prior to this recording if that was a kiwaha. And
I
I was
suppose we
hoping
could
you
work
can
it
give
out,
me
couldn't
the...
You work it out.
We could work it out.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
Can
we
tau?
can work it out.
So what is it in English first?
Yeah.
Well, that's the question.
Yeah,
So
because
is
it's an idiom or a kiwaha, it can have a few sort of
Yeah.
meanings attached to it. There's not like one sort of translation for it, but it can mean too much. That's the best. Great.
Oh, okay, sweet as.
Yeah, sweet as. What else?
Oh, is it when something's settled?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was
Tau, ne?
wondering.
Yeah, so what's for
Tau
lunch?
as in
What's
settled.
no.
yeah.
Yep, we're going here for kai. Yep, tauana.
Ah, it's like
yeah.
the decision's been made.
Yeah. Or like, man.
Someone could do a really good performance too, then, like,
Yeah.
like sing a really good, do a performance and you could say, oh, how was the concert? Or like 660 or something. Oh, tauana. Yeah,
Like me.
Just
Yeah.
bang on, eh?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
bang on.
Yep, tauana.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So maybe we'll give an example. What's the way you'd use it, Erica? Give a bit of a...
Man, you always ask me.
You know I'm always going to ask you. You know.
Oh, we've got these really cool manuhiri in studio today. Ko Pio rawa ko Nix. Tauana.
Yeah. Cool. Pio want to have a tutu?
Tauana, I like the concept of ko tā mai a hau I roto I tēnei whare. Ko pā te aroha. Tauana.
Kia ora.
Yeah.
Nice. Tēnā koe.
I see what you did.
Tuahiri?
I was going to say what he said, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
He stole mine.
You make it yours. You own it.
Oh,
and you say how
he
you wanna
did
say
a
it.
good job. He did that on behalf of both of us.
Yeah.
So, you know.
After that mental line, he owed you, eh? He owed
Yeah,
you one,
well,
yeah.
he did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tauana tō kōrero.
I see,
So-
right there, tauana
So you
tō
were giving
kōrero.
an example of.
Yes.
Yeah, well done.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. Mine is, I'm sitting next to Nix.
Tauana.
Tauana.
Tauana mo wai, though.
For us, for myself. For
Okay.
everyone, yeah.
And for Nix?
Well, who knows?
We'll see as we go
We'll
through
see
how
as
it's
we
going to
go
be for next. Yeah, that's one of those kiwaha on, we've got a kiwaha scale. So from 1 to 5 in terms of difficulty, this will probably sit 5 being difficult. This will probably be a 1, 2.
Okay.
So you can use on it's a standalone kiwaha. It doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily have to sit in a sentence. You can just say it. Yeah. Hey, ka pai Erica, tauana. Tauana tō kiwaha.
Thank you.
Tauana ngā tauira, tauana tā tātou noho I tēnei rā.
Taringa.
Nō reira, kia huri tātou ki tā tātou kaupapa. We're going to have a wānanga today. The wānanga, we're on Tikanga 101. So Tikanga 101, Tikanga for dummies. We're not calling everybody dummies, but it's about sort of like bringing things down so we can have a safe kōrero about kaupapa. And our kaupapa today is around giving blood, Toto, te tuku I te Toto, and probably unpack the kōrero a bit more and look at donorship, so donoring your, is that even a word, donorship?
Yeah, we know what you mean.
Yeah, the koha, I suppose,
Koha.
and your organs. So koina tā tātou kōrero I tēnei rā, tā tātou wānanga. And we asked you along, Pio, to come, both you, and it's because some of the mahi you're doing,
Kia ora.
I roto I o kaupapa, and you'll present another lens to this kaupapa, and we'll all have our own whakaaro too to share about it. See, I'll start with myself and sort of my whakaaro over the years, how things have changed. So for me, praone 10 years ago would have been a no. Yeah, praone 10 years ago would have been a no. I didn't want to give my toto to anybody. I didn't want to give my koha, my organs to anybody.
Why?
Because I thought I had this hang-up that I was giving away part of my, I don't know if it was a hang-up, it's my worldview that I was giving my mana, I guess, and my tapu, and sort of breaking the tapu of my tinana by giving parts of my tinana away. So that was my whakaaro that time. And while I still got very high thoughts of my tapu and my mana of my tinana, I've had a rethink and I suppose an enlightenment about that area, I roto oku whakaaro, and that if I was in trouble, I would have no qualms in using somebody else's
Right. Kia ora.
somebody else's blood or organs in order for my life to continue.
True.
So I thought, wow, it's all good for me to go to hoipira and take someone else's toto, but I won't give my own toto. And that's when I had my change. And then that sort of encouraged me to look at some of the things in Te Ao Māori and some of our kōrero take or our traditional stories. I don't like calling them myths. Our teachings, I guess, they come from our origins. And one tupuna or atua demigod,
Kia ora.
for want of a better word, is tāwhaki.
Kia ora.
And there's lots of versions of tāwhaki, and depending where you go, mā tātua's got a version. Te Aroha hasn't got much tāwhaki kōrero actually, but Tainui definitely. And one of the kōrero is to do with tāwhaki and his younger brother Karihi going up into Ngā Rangi Tūhaha and to visit their tupuna whaitiri. So this is tāwhaki's grandmother. And she was blind. Cut a long story short, Karihi didn't listen to his older brother. There's lots of teachings in this kōrero who said to him, kore te ingo te aka. Kaua ko te aka taepa, engari ko te aka matua.
Te aka matua.
So take hold of the aka matua, not te aka taepa, but Karihi took hold of that one, fell down, didn't do his karakia as well, which is a reason for, in the kōrero of why he fell. Met his end, and tāwhaki, because their grandmother was blind, tāwhaki removed the eyes of his teina of Karihi, took them out of Karihi, and took them up to their tupuna, whaitiri. And whaitiri, mā takataka, she's the thunder.
Yeah.
So we all descend from the thunder goddess. And tāwhaki is, there's a bit of thunder in there.
Oh, all day. Thunder and lightning.
And tāwhaki was the lightning. He was the lightning. So when we hear the thunder, that's whaitiri, and the lightning is tāwhaki coming from his kaukau. Anyway, he took the eyes of his grandmother, of whaitiri, of his brother, of his brother, Karihi, and gave them to whaitiri. And he said, and this is where we get this kupu, he goes, kore te rerenga, but it's like, tuku ana e karihi kia koe kia pūrangi aho.
Kia pūrangi aho.
And that's where this word pūrangi aho, which is to be clear, to see. And pūrangi aho can also be used like in a figurative sense of gaining clarity. Gave his eyes to his tupuna and she was able to see.
Wow.
So I think that is probably one of the first that we can trace in our kōrero tukuiho, something that we actually did do.
Yeah.
And it's in our origin stories.
Tauana.
Yeah, and even if we were to go back further, if we were to even look at the hongi, and we all have
the
hongi.
transfer of...
The transfer of Māori.
Yeah. You're giving someone your breath. That's really what the hongi is. It's not just the pressing of the noses.
Aye.
Kei te tuku koe tō hau ki tētai, they're giving, and whether you know, sometimes they might need a Mentos or a bit of a Listerine. You know?
True.
Hey. And then if you go back before the hongi, what happened there? So we play the martial arts music and we does the diddle. What Tāne made hene ahu o
Aye,
me.
and from different parts.
From different parts. And
pukahu
from his mother,
kau,
from Ana, from Papa Tuanuku.
Aye.
So it's definitely in our kōrero tuku iho. It's definitely in our kōrero tuku iho. So that's where I wanted to start.
Gather up close, everybody.
My whakaro around this because, you know, our passion is to talk to te ao Māori me tā o Pasifika.
Kia ora.
O tātou whanaunga no te moana nui, ne? About giving blood to preserve life, especially, well, not especially, but within us as a people, but our tamariki as well. And, you know, I don't have, you know, I was 27 in the fourth form. I don't have your intellect. But one thing I remember from a coloured illustration when I was a little kid was Maui Tiki Tiki fishing up this whenua to do what? To create life. Now, he didn't go to hunting and fishing to get that hook. Okay? Nor how?
Tana kuia.
That's his kuia's jawbone. So he used another part of his whānau to fish up, to give life. So
As well as the blood of his nose.
there, tikana koe.
yeah,
So
kia
as
te
we
kore
talk
te
about it, this is more and more a part of us. And, you know, bro, I'm from up north and my cousins will quite often find it's convenient to pick a situation that makes them more comfortable. So they might go, well, you know, bro, my body's a temple. And, you know, I've been watching you for the last 35 years smoke, eat McDonald's and pour rum and coke down your body. But next minute, he whare tapu.
Yeah.
You know, and the other thing that's in mine and Debbie's journey through the grief of losing our son to a blood disease is the fact that, you know, it's just can be just around the corner. Now, I know you guys more now. I feel at home here. What's your kiwa?
Tauana.
Tauana. That's how I feel. Bro, if your son or your daughter needed my blood, you won't have to ask me twice. You know, and I roti i ngā kōrero o tātou o trust Taina, ko tērā te ingoa. And you used the name Taina, you know, with your story about ngā kanoi, you know, it's, we wouldn't hesitate. And I suppose the thing that saddens me is some of us as Māori, and I can get away with stuff, bro. I have a relationship which I honour. You know, it's a bit like going to the bank. So we go down the bank and say, oh, excuse me, can I have $20,000, please? And the bank goes, what's your name? So-and-so, so-and-so. Have you ever contributed to this bank at all? No, don't even have an account. It's a bit like that when we go to hospital. E mate ana te tangata. You know, on the deathbed, give me some blood, give me some blood.
Yeah.
And don't we have to invest in that? So maybe my whakaro's a little bit selfish because Deb and I are driven by this passion not to see what families of Māori and Pacific Islanders have gone through. I don't want to see it happen to any other member of our wider Māori Pacifica group. And so to give... And that's our through line, the ultimate koha.
Kia ora.
And that's how important it is to us. And really, you know, on this platform, we want people to think hard about it, you know.
Pe whio whakaro next?
To be honest, it's just something that I just haven't even thought about, and probably because I wasn't something that I've really been educated about. Like, you know, but this morning I woke up and I'm not educated about this stuff.
Yeah.
And then I came through, caught up with Deb and Pio, And now I'm sitting here like, man, why haven't I done this earlier?
Kia ora.
You know, we see, I don't know about you fellas, but I'm the type of auntie, I don't care whose kids you are, if you're there and I got food and I'm feeding the kids, you know, you come over here and straight away.
Yeah.
So when I think about it, like, why haven't I done that to be able to help other children, you know? I have it in me to potentially be able to help. I don't understand why I haven't done it earlier, and I truly put it down to not being educated about the importance of it. So it's an honour to be sitting here to absorb all this information, so then I can go back out there and share it with the masses as well.
Yeah, and that is a huge koha on your part. You know, if we're going to build this really positive picture, it's a jigsaw. It's a jigsaw, and we're not all the same shape. We've got our whānau here that have said, hey, here's a waka that could help you on this journey. Pure, we've got, you know, so we all help in different ways. And really, it's human nature next to go, you know, until it happens to you.
Yeah.
And we can't keep living in a bubble if we actually believe the whakaro that whānau is everything.
Kia ora.
You know, well, invest.
Tēnā koe.
And I was also thinking, you know, when I was talking about that, you know, with the kid and feeding, we're all like that, but we don't ever stop and say, well, who do you belong to before I give you this food? You see a child,
Very good point.
you know, you see someone that's in need or starving or, you know, needing blood,
need.
and you have it, you know, like, So I'm going to, really push for this.
Well, even
Well,
you know,
yours,
as you
yeah.
were talking about feeding other tamariki and you know, we've been so colonised, westernised. It was normal for mama to also offer their to another baby.
Wet nursing,
And if you had
yeah.
that conversation today with a lot of mothers, and they couldn't see themselves feeding another baby that wasn't theirs. But
Yeah,
it
they'll
comes-
give cow's milk to a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
like-
wasn't that called a wet nurse in old English
Yeah,
times?
it
I
was a
think it was
nurse,
called
yeah.
a wet nurse. So actually only in 15 minutes sitting here with you, bro, there's so many examples in a Māori world or motivated by love, aroha and sustenance that we are actually in this game. You know, and that's the point I want to get across, eh?
Tēnā
And we
koe.
have to motivate to ensure that we can do this.
Kia ora. Have you given, puairi, ko tukuku i te toto?
I think I have. I think it's something you should remember. But
No, I feel like you would remember.
yeah, maybe I
Yeah.
was too. Yeah, no, I don't think so. No, yeah.
I had my little, like I have my own tikanga that I practice, and I have a little karakia for myself.
Yeah.
Because, and in my karakia, I'm thinking about the intention
Kia ora.
Right.
of what I'm doing and where to whom my toto is going, and send it in peace and goodwill. That there isn't anything on there, you know. That's just for me.
Yeah.
Actually makes a lot of sense. I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it's a great practice to encourage for others that want to do it, because I think a lot of it is based on an unknowing and
Yeah.
only knowing that part or believing that part, that you're giving something away that's part of you. So yeah, I think talking about what's a safe practice for if people want to practice in that way, and also what is happening when you give away toto.
Yeah.
So koina taku pātai ki a koe, what's happening ki o whakaro, hey, mā te tirohanga Māori, are you giving mauri away? Are you giving, is your tapu, are you taking it out of tapu when you give that toto?
And those were all the things that were hurdles
Yeah. Aye.
for me when I had to come to this, to be comfortable to give my toto away. You know, I'm well grounded in te ao Māori and the things that underpin my thinking and who I am and my being. And that's why I have that karakia.
Kia ora.
Because I'm not only I'm giving my toto to somebody. The toto that runs within me is the toto of my tupuna.
Kia ora.
But again, my tupuna memory comes in, or the praone brain, whatever you want to call it. And I think, well, wait on. If that person's Māori, I can whakapapa to them.
Yeah, there's some
you can-
advantages.
You know?
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
whakapapa there. And then wait on, if I've really got that holistic worldview, we can all whakapapa to one another.
Kia ora.
Yeah.
You know?
That's very
that's,
cool.
That's the intention that I set when I'm having my little whakarite, my karakia,
Yeah.
when I do give my toto.
Taringa, taringa. Kani move that body.
Actually, bro, when I look at you, right, and you're a fine-looking guy. I mean, we're recording this.
No filter.
You're a fine-looking guy. Firstly, I thought of you as an apple tree, but then I thought of you as like a kahika tea, ne? And what happens, fellas, keep going, shall I keep going?
Keep going.
What happens, fellas like you grow up, fellas like you on my broadcast, I can't even talk properly. Fellas like you grow up, and then nako puawai koe, ne? Te rākau. And those fruits go on to nourish the rest of the forest. They still get taken away from that tree.
Cool and
I just
outdated.
thought of that then, and you were the inspiration for that.
Tēnā koe.
So I don't
Cody.
think... Yeah. But seriously, well, I am serious. Yeah, you know, the more I talk about it in this context with you guys, the less... It's not an issue for me.
Yeah.
It's not an issue for me. If I was the Dalai Lama... and, you know, wouldn't kill a fly and live this beautiful life, then I would have an incredibly high opinion of myself. You know, e rereke ana ngā toto, e rere ana I roto I tēnei tinana. He toto Pākehā, he toto Māori, he toto Tarara, and whatever. But if it's still going to help our whānau,
Yep.
Yeah.
and not them go through the journey that Deb and I went through. In saying that, our son, when he got leukemia, our middle son was a match.
Oh, okay.
And this is incredibly, incredibly rare. And my middle son is built like me, tall, powerful, you know. Handsome, and modest.
Tauana,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The apple in the tree, eh?
Yeah. But unfortunately, we didn't journey far enough before Taina decided to fly.
Kia ora.
But we saw a lot of people who were scrambling. You imagine yourself scrambling for your baby to find some toto, okay? Now, in New Zealand, on the register for toto, there's about 6 to say 10,000 people registered on the bone marrow register.
Kia ora.
Okay?
Right.
Now, nā te mea, kei reira te toto o Pasifika I roto I tō tinana, that means you have this special gene. And that's right. Okay. If we were our Pākehā whānau, the register, remember 6 to 8 or 6 to 10,000 in New Zealand, the register worldwide, and they'll fly that stuff in from anywhere on the globe, bro, to save a life, is between
20.
20 million, around 20
Wow.
million. So we need to up our register, remembering
Wow.
he tangata rarotonga can save my moko.
Ana.
Okay? Okay?
And we come from Rarotonga.
Of course
from
we do.
Rarotonga, yeah.
You know, they're well,
And their borders opening soon.
right, let's go back.
Just
We
to put
should do
that
a
in
blood
them.
drive. Do you want to come? But, you know, whatever, those are these relationships. And mai I te toto, ko tui tātou katoa anō, ne?
Kia ora.
And so, first question, just one question to any of us. How do you think they get bone marrow out of you?
Stick something in your bone.
Like the way I eat my pork bones? I don't know.
Those are two really good answers. You know, some of my whānau, and I come from a long line of pretty clever people, think they actually drill something into your bone to get the marrow out. Similar to your answer, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't happen, it just comes from your blood.
Oh, really?
They don't even touch you.
Then how... Okay. How do you get marrow out of blood, though?
Because marrow makes blood.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not a doctor, but what I'm saying is some of those fears about, oh, bro, they're going to go down to Mitre 10, get a Black & Decker and stick it up my nono
Put
to get
you
my
through the
bone marrow.
bandsaw and-
No, bro, you actually say, when you give blood, okay, when you and I give blood, bro, and they say, oh, by the way, take some of that out and I want to go on the bone marrow register.
Oh.
That's it.
Choice, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, kia ora. Well, that's good to know because I didn't know that part.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
same.
many
I've
people.
been going on the bone marrow register.
I heard it was painful.
Because I was
Yeah.
wondering where you were
Yeah, I
going
didn't know
about
that
this
part.
bone marrow.
Yeah.
Say.
That's it. And for a lot of our people, they go, no way, I don't blame them either. But that's not the case. So, you know, even though we're here not even though, we're blessed to be here at the Wānanga, it's, what's your fella's through line, your kaupapa is education.
Whānau transformation.
Whānau transformation through education.
Well, bro, that's an example of that, in my opinion, is getting that knowledge so that we can get our bone register up and keep our whānau strong.
And what helps is that behind it is mātauranga Māori. I think that's the main thing, especially for, like I said, helping whānau understand it, that they can. They can, and I just want to touch on the kōrero that Prane opened with, is that we only need to look back to our kōrero, and in there are clues or ideas that that can help us make new decisions based in this new world.
Yeah,
that's the big thing. And the other thing is, where's your hair gone after you've gone to the hairdresser? Where do your nails go? We've got an episode on about where your hair goes, or how you treat that, and so then what makes it so different than using your toto?
What happens to your hair and your nails?
Yaua.
Yeah.
So I go to the barber, cut-throat barbers.
Vacuum it up.
Do you do anything to...
I do a whakawātea, I do a little...
I have taken my nails up to where my baby lies and put them in with him. But as a normal practice, no. No.
What about you? Do you have a practice?
Oh, I'm like, yes, it's gone.
Come on, you
acrylics. And then those nails, they just some new ones.
Yeah. Every second week. No.
So just using this vehicle, bro, to reinforce the whakaaro around, it ain't scary. As far as Deb and I are concerned and trust, we got 3 doctors on our board, Māori doctors.
Kia ora.
Man, these guys are unbelievable, and they're really fired up about equality in Māori health. And we are just blessed to have these people. And boy, when you ask me a sort of a medical question, this wahine from up north and this fella from Taringa with a bit of, man, they're there. And
let the Taringa speak about those.
Yeah, this is why I get the guitar.
Kei a koe tō mahi, kei a rā tai tā rā
Stay in your lane, bro. That
yeah.
should be a new... Yeah. So it is exciting times, and it is important that we let our whānau know that this is how we can contribute to our welfare, eh?
Hey, just one more thing. Another reason as to why I haven't thought about giving blood is because I've been a smoker since I was 11. And so I think any time that I would have heard anything about anything, I would have thought, nah, I'm too rotten. My blood's too rotten for, to be, it's not going to do anything.
But that's so true. Yeah. I'm scared they're just going to draw steak and cheese out.
Is there a criteria that you need to meet to be able to donate blood?
If you're really big and unhealthy and you smoke, we would love to have your blood. Doesn't make any difference.
Really?
If you're gay, we'd love to have your blood. Yeah, there's a few things that we have to check up.
So who can't give blood? Like who, so pretty much anybody can koha their toto.
Yeah, they can.
Over
I mean, some people who are
kilo,
currently unwell or currently out of it, or currently, have drugs in the system, can't. But because a lot of fellas, and I remember Deb meeting some fella up in, she's always meeting strange men, actually. Meeting some fellow who had all these tattoos, one of the cuzzies in one of the clubs, and he says, oh, no, I hate needles. And she goes, what? You're covered in tattoo? Needle phobia. Oh, I'm too fat, I'm overweight, I've been smoking dope since I was 12 years old. Your blood is gold. Your blood is perfect. And it's going to go somewhere to help somebody. So that's something. And within our campaign of Trust Taina, as we move towards a drive that we're having on the 17th of July, in Hamilton. We'll move more to get that information out and make sure that people. I said, bro, what's your show about? Blah, blah, and you talk about demystification. Well, that's what we're doing here, demystifying. So the positives are enormous.
Absolutely.
Hey. Yeah.
And just to think, for, like you said, Pākehā, they have 20 million
Yeah.
options
Yeah.
to that a potential match.
Yeah.
For Māori and Pacifica is only between 5 and 10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not
crazy.
all that much.
There's a whānau we met, I forget his name, I think his name was Chase, and they won't mind me mentioning Chase because they're very active in this space as well. And we're all sort of allies in this well. I think 2 years old when they lost him. Okay? And those parents, now just stop for a moment. Just stop for a moment and think about those parents who chased everything, sold their house, got the whānau together, took that baby to England, could not find a match. And you know what? There could have been one. There could have been one. But it's the numbers are too small.
How many different types of blood are there?
I don't really know. Like there's
That's when we need that doctor.
Yeah.
One of those
Yeah,
three doctors.
Wai hoki te taha.
but it's more about that gene, that Pacific gene, that specific Pacific
Kia
gene
ora.
that allows it to take the match. It's got to line up, eh? And
Fully
with
did
Dalton and Taina, it lined up.
Yeah.
But our boy flew away before we could go through that process, and even that's not guaranteed.
Even that word gene, ira, you know, comes from ira atua. So even the word ira, what we used as a kupu for gene, has its origins in our
Yes.
in our cosmology.
Yeah.
Now kōrero, yeah.
Yeah, the ira atua was, you know, the ira atua was given to Hinau, and so there's got to be that match of ira.
Yes. 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 And we're closer to Samoan than we are to German. You know, or Tongan, or especially Kukiarini, Hawaii, and all those things. So remembering those people have got the same issues that we've got.
Ai, kia
Yeah.
ora.
So our passion and our drive is to ask for people to give the ultimate koha for each other, really.
Kia ora.
For, you know, and if we become global relations, well, so be it. I'd rather be a global relation than see anybody else's tamariki fall over
Tēnā koe.
and can't get up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm willing to pay that price. And I also respect people who are not willing to pay that price.
Yeah.
Kei te pai
Yep.
tērā.
Anna.
But you better have a good CV.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you go and donate blood like just at your local medical centre, or do you have to wait for one of those days,
Drives.
those drives?
Yeah, you can. You can talk to your doctor, and there's different places.
Yeah.
In fact, we've been so impressed with New Zealand Blood Services in Waikato. Man, we had a meeting with them not so long ago, and they were, he Pākehā e nei tangata, and they know, they said, look, Pure, Deb, just try and make it happen. We will do anything to get that register going. And sometimes when you get our Pākehā whānau talking to Māori about Toto, that's a very, very scary platform
Absolutely.
for them.
Yeah.
Because there's already a lack of trust anyway. With,
Yeah.
With our with Māori and most of all health services.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, our job's to bridge that gap,
Of course. Yeah.
you know, and bridge it properly with, you know, with guys like you guys.
Kia ora. Tēnā
But they've
koe.
been fantastic down here. That's why we've picked Hamilton to do our drive on the 17th of June.
Yep.
And we'll have food and bands, and
Ooh,
we have an
sold me
Elvis.
at food.
Elvis is coming. Yeah.
Well, he know Elvis lives in Te Awamutu.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. He hasn't left the building yet. though.
Taringa.
Hoi anō, he rawe katoa e nei kōrero e hoa o tira tēnā kōrua. And, you know, the kōrero about the rākau resonated with me. And, you know, tētai o, I'm reading a book at the moment, and it's one of the quotes from the book is, you know, plant seeds to grow trees that you'll never sit under the shade of.
Right.
You know, it's one of the
Koia.
kōrero.
Right.
Wow.
And, you know, that really is leaving a legacy. And that's the kaupapa as well. The
Yeah.
kaupapa of giving the ultimate koha of Toto.
Kia ora.
Hei oranga mo tētai atu.
Right.
That you won't even know, but you know that you've done your bit. Hei oranga mo tētai. Nō reira, i runga i tō aroha. I runga i tō aroha.
Koira.
e mihi ana. And while we're speaking about aroha, I've heard you've had a bit of, you've been dusted off the raku.
I'm one of those. I'm one of those sort of party guitarists that only know the first verse in the chorus.
You keep it and you say the verse of the wrong order.
Yeah. But you know what? It's a skill, eh? It's that eclectic entertainment skill.
I'll tell you what, man, I was brought up in guitar parties as a very young boy, and my aunties and uncles had rules. You weren't allowed to do repeats.
No repeats, yeah.
You weren't allowed to do repeats. You had to know the kupu, and you weren't allowed to go flat.
Yep. And if you
Doesn't
started
matter
the song, you had to carry the song.
how long
Oh,
the
okay,
going
this
on,
counts
no
me out.
going flat. Just recently, we had a bit of a cup of tea.
Oh, yes.
It was a cup of tea. We'll call it a cup of tea. And some of the ones in the cup of tea didn't know the kupu. I was one of them. And I pulled my phone up,
Yeah.
brought up
Which
the
is cool.
com or something. You were one
Is
of the
it?
aunties go, hey, you're cheating. If you don't know the words, you don't know the words. I say, no, come on, auntie, we can use,
We're evolving.
Yeah, now you're cheating.
Oh, tūturu, eh?
Well, we're going to have to cheat. Okay.
Tatatau waiata.
Tata. What a famous guy this was. What a northern guy. Tui Teka. Is he from up north?
Well, his last stop was the Ruawai pub.
That's right. We nearly kept
It's
him
over,
there.
isn't he?
Yeah, nearly kept him there. Yep.
E po. Is that our out song?
Yeah, that's our song.
Kia ora.
Because he runga i te aroha.
I runga i te aroha, ai.
Ki a koe te tau, aku mihi.
Pull the words up, T.
I'm just going to listen.
A kua haere, koe ki hea. Makura koe, e whai atu. Where's your BVs?
What on is the BV?
O taku aroha kautoru Tēnā rā e hine Uri mai rā ki a hau e tau nei Hey,
Now I can say
Tikanga atu e po. O tira e hine ua taunga ke tēnei tinana tēnā koe hei te aroha e po.
Big finish.
Ki te aroha e po.
Nice.
Tauana.
Tauana. Classic Tui Teka,
Ai.
composed by Ngoi Pewhairangi.
Ai, kia ora.
Yeah, so big ups to Ngoi, and Tui Teka. E me te tai waiata i whakamauri tau. E harai te mei mauri rere nā kōrero engari,
Yeah.
pai te wairo o tērā
Pai te
waiata,
kōrero.
waiata whakakapi a tātai kōrero iro. Any closing whakaro e homa?
Wow, yeah, actually a lot.
Hang on, our time's up.
Yeah, but you know it's got to be short. So.
Before we
yeah,
wrap
no.
up.
No, you demystified a few things about blood donation there for me, because I am pretty uneducated in that space. But I have donor ticked on my license for organs, but I've
Wow.
never thought about actually donating blood. So,
Yeah.
tauana.
It'll
you
cost you an arm and a leg, Dad.
Oh, tikitupum. All you can do is bring your whānau to the Wānanga, Te Wānanga, on the 17th of July. Have some kai with us, sing some songs, and give us the ultimate koha, please.
Yeah,
Kia
nā
ora.
koe.
That's mine.
Ora pio.
Oh, I just want to say thank you for the privilege of being here and having this kōrero and, yeah, just learning heaps. So thank you.
Kia ora.
Yeah, give blood. Give blood with the understanding. Here's some understanding. Give blood with the intention of saving a life. Give blood. If you have nothing to give in this world, and that's all you can give, that is an ultimate koha. And it's been great to meet Pio. I told Pio I've grown up with him. He's been in our household for years.
Yeah.
And he's taken a lot of my jokes. But because he was born before me, they were probably his.
Long before you.
Yeah, before you. It's just been a privilege. It's great to meet you, Nix, and to be alongside you. I think one of your characters today was a shy person, which is really surprising. But yeah, e nui ngā mihi kia kōrua.
Nā koe. Wano e mihi ana kia kōrua. O tira, koutou katoa ngai Taringa i hono mai ki tēnei wānanga i tēnei rā. He wānanga i runga i te koha o ngā koha. Me te pātai e rere ana. He aha tō koha ki te ao. Hoi anō, e mihi ana kia koutou, tātou, huri huri, tēnā tātou katoa.
Whakarongo ki te tangi a te kori mako. Kōrero flowing at the hooker force. Kaupapa relevant, kaupapa out of bounds, kaupapa exigent, kaupapa paramount. Nā ko nā whakapiri mai ki te kaupapa tino whakahira hira. Whakarongo pi kari kari mai, hare hare mai. O Taringa hare hare mai. We gotta gather up close everybody. Gather up close everybody. Kani move that body. Kani move that body.
Taringa. He mea tuku nā te wānanga o Aotearoa, ā nā te māngai pāho I tautoko. To listen to more episodes, search for us on your podcast app and subscribe. Taringa, whakarongo mai.